Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report with the head coach of Hofstra Field Hockey, Courtney Veinotte. Courtney, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Nick? Nice rainy day for us.
Yeah, it's a nice rainy day to start the week. Unfortunately, you didn't have your home opener rather on Friday against Drexel. It got snowed out, which is not
Yes.
really something you're used to hearing said. So,
Right.
kind of looking ahead, what is the team going to be doing, to prepare or for the week?
Yeah. We're plugging along. We're just trying to stay as healthy as possible, and play ultimately as much field hockey as possible. And so we've no game on Sunday means that we're just kind of transitioning and swinging at curveballs here, but ultimately just trying to play and stay as healthy as possible for this upcoming Sunday.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we talked about in our first WB Mason was adaptability, being able to change things on the fly. And, between having games moved up a day, having games canceled due to weather, I'd say you and your coaching staff have definitely been adaptable to start the year.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I actually think our players have been much more adaptable than the coaching staff. They are doing a tremendous job with staying engaged and trying to just be ready for whatever is next. When we told them, we're playing back to back, Temple Yukon versus a day of rest in between, there was just no hesitation. They did exactly what they needed to do. They focused on recovery and making sure that they could be as prepared as possible. When we said, hey, weather isn't looking good for a game versus Drexel, they said, okay, what can we do? We kind of adapted and got practice sessions in this weekend. So the players are doing a tremendous job with doing everything they can to remain um, engaged and diligent and safe during this time. And you can't ask for more from them.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear about how, players are being adaptable, they're being open to change. Usually they're not, the COVID season is definitely posing its own challenges, but then you add in, that February New York weather, it's proving just to be definitely a season unlike any other, and it's nice to see that the players are they're just rolling with it, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, today, after one of our sessions, we looked outside and it was pouring and we were excited. I don't think we've ever been excited about pouring weather before. So it is funny how your mindset has to change and you just have to remain, adaptable, and they're doing a great job with that. So very proud of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Kind of going into this week, the new home opener is going to be this Sunday against Monmouth. Why don't you break down Monmouth University for us really quick?
Yeah, Monmouth is a very strong program. They the past probably 10 years have really done a great job under their current head coach Carly Figlio. They really have earned a top spot in the continuously nationally and even conference wise. They're competing in the America East. They actually just were selected as the number one seed in the America East preseason poll. So they are always a tough opponent. Someone that is, it's great that they're local. We get to play them basically every year. So excited to have them on our schedule and play them and get prepared for our tough CAA schedule in the next couple of weeks to follow. So excited. Always a tough opponent, but we're doing everything we can to be ready.
Yeah, that's just looking at the first couple of opponents for this season. You had Temple, who are looking to be a very good team in the Big East. You got UConn. Enough said about UConn, and now you've got Monmouth, who are turning into that kind of heavyweight in the America East. Were you looking to try and schedule as tough a schedule as possible in the Northeast, or did just the chips fall the way they did?
A little bit of both. This spring was very atypical year of scheduling, just with many of the conference restrictions and who can play who, and there's many conferences that are playing conference only schedules. So ultimately, I was just and supported by Hofstra, we were trying to play as many matches as possible and really trying to get playing experience under our belt and let our players play, right? That's ultimately what they want. And um, but with that being said, the next step for our program is to play competitive advanced hockey. And I think we are ready for that in the sense of I want our players to see what the next level of hockey is and making sure that we're growing every game and learning how to compete with the best in our country. And so I think we're in a really great spot. Is it a tough schedule? Absolutely. Playing Yukon, Temple had a great weekend this past weekend, opening up Big East play against Old Dominion. What I hope that, this shows our players is they are competing with tough competition, and they are growing, and we're getting better every day. So yeah, it's a tough schedule. We're at the end of the day, I want us to feel competitive games before us heading into our competitive CAA conference. We've got some big names in that CAA conference, so it's fun to play at the proper level and compete at the proper level.
Absolutely. You said it, to be the best, you have to schedule the best and you got to beat the best. And, what's a better primer for a challenging CAA schedule than to schedule some of the best teams out of conference?
Yeah, for sure.
So it'll be this Sunday, February 28th, home against Monmouth at 1 p.m. You can follow all of Hofstra field hockey information on gohofstra.com. For head coach Courtney Veinotte, I am Nick Captos, and thank you for watching this week's WB Mason Coaches Report.